That's a vibe. It's a vibe. That's a vibe. It's 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 finna go down. It's a vibe. Yeah. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's finna go down. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We do this for the super duper. It's finna go down. Yeah. It's a vibe. It's finna go down. Vibe. It's finna go down.
I know you're gonna dig this. In the mix.
Yeah, it's another SLeazy production. Straight up for y'all. Know I'm talking about D-Town. Where you at? Let's go.
Ain't no more telling me nothing. Ain't no more selling me nothing. I'm really a selling this something. As long as it's making me money. Ain't no more selling me nothing. Ain't no more telling me nothing. I'm getting dressed and I'm stunning. And I'm catching up to the money. Ain't no more telling me nothing. Ain't no more selling me nothing. I'm really a selling this something. As long as it's making me money. Ain't no more selling me nothing. Ain't no more telling me nothing. I'm getting dressed and I'm stunning. And I'm catching up to the money. I'm getting straight to the work. My hands on my back and they hurt. I'm out in these streets at night. And I am very alert. I might have just popped me an X. Or I might just go pop me a perk. I'm peeping these bitches on strips. But I ain't paying for twerks. I keep me a 4-5-9. But I'm keeping my heart in church. I'm really a cool little guy. But I turn into a lurch. I'm trying to go build me a nest. I keep me a bird on the perch. You always coming in last. I'm always coming in first. Don't want no dry conversation. Cause niggas be stealing with thirst. These niggas they shooting they blast. My niggas be shooting they burst. When you wake up you niggas be mad. I think that's a part of the curse. You could've not woke up at all. And that would have truly been worse. Ain't no more telling me nothing. Ain't no more selling me nothing. I'm really a selling this something. As long as it's making me money. Ain't no more selling me nothing. Ain't no more telling me nothing. I'm getting dressed and I'm stunning. And I'm catching up to the money. Ain't no more telling me nothing. That song is on the
Find what I'm looking for, but
Find
yeah,
fast. You know, get up out of here. We gotta get some.
yeah. Hey, sure. Here you go. Yes, ma'am. Hey, bro. Did you happen to see that clip with Tony Baker, the voice for the donkey?
Oh, that tiger, huh?
Yeah. Y'all here to see that tiger, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You see it. Yeah. That boy was swallowing hard. Hey, I'm really looking. There they go, right there. There they go.
Yeah, that's like we gotta find these chips.
Yeah. You see it. Definitely. Let's man, let me get this started. You know,
You gonna give me one too, right?
heck no. Nah, if we can split this mug, I don't know about that. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I think that'll be all for today. Man, what's my damage? I appreciate that, bro. You don't need it.
Let me get a box of condoms and some You ain't gonna do nothing anyway tonight. Like,
You ain't getting nothing.
You ain't getting nothing.
Huh? Yeah, that's. Yeah, I think we good. You ready to go, bro? Let's get it.
Yeah, man, what's good, City? Glad you could join us. It is now time for the world famous Monday night edition of Dallas Vibes.
What is it, Ken?
The world famous Monday night edition of Dallas Vibes, my dear friend Ricky the Rapper. I am your main man, Cool, Calm, Collected, Killer, Cadillac, Cam King, and again, his name is...
I am Radio Ricky, aka Ricky the Rapper, aka Do It For Ricky.
Yeah, man, a little
I'm
thing,
in this bitch.
little thing that he and I do about this time.
Hold on, I forgot I was
Monday.
going to add MC Radio Ricky,
You forgot.
aka Ricky the Rapper, aka Do It For Ricky.
Yeah, man,
I'm in this bitch.
So Dallas Vibes, the Monday night edition of Dallas Vibes, where we gonna entertain you for about an hour and a half or so by bringing you some of the hottest underground talent that Dallas has to offer. If you're not in the city of Dallas, we got you. Holler at us. We like music. We are fans of music, and we pump you if you are jamming. Welcome to the show. It's Monday night. Manic Mondays, pull up, get you something.
Money Maker Monday.
Money Maker Monday.
Motivated Monday.
Motivated Monday.
Yeah,
Beginning of your week, all of that good stuff, man. But it's time to relax. Put on your headphones, man. Get you something to drink, get you something to smoke, get you relaxed on, and turn up the Dallas Vibes, man.
Say it's kind of a jewelry day outside today, so I know everybody inside, so quit playing. I done sent it to everybody in y'all inbox. So if you just hit y'all inbox, y'all went on ahead and hit it, and y'all on the live right now, thank you.
Dre Offer, what's good?
What up, Dre? Happy birthday to my G. You know what I'm talking about? For real, man. Happy birthday, Dre.
Happy birthday.
You know, me and Dre got a nice joint. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
we got a nice joint. We got to still think about doing that visual for that one too.
Well, time is money, money is time. We waiting on y'all to get with it.
Let's get it.
Let's make it happen. So, yeah, man. So if you are not familiar with this podcast was designed for those out there in need of some fresh, hot talent when it comes to music, particularly from the city of Dallas.
Yeah, and it's a way for artists to network with other artists, man, and be able to link with other cities and platforms, man, because we link with everybody. We connect the dots. Yep. You know what I'm talking about? We are the plug.
We are the plug.
So,
shouts out to Detroit, House Plug 2Gs, LLC podcast. He and I do with Jack Awesome and McKen Folk up there in Detroit, just trying to establish Tay Gunner. Shouts out. Establish that pipeline, Dallas, Detroit down to Dallas, get some hype on us up there and vice versa. You feel me?
No, real talk.
So support the cause, support the movement. Again, if you are a fan of music and you're trying to find out who's in your city and who's hot, this is your platform.
Come tap in.
So shouts out.
And really, I remember tell you another thing why I like it. You know, we got an ear for the streets, but we got an ear at the beginning, at the fresh. You know, it's not when everybody done jumped on. It's like, oh yeah. We find them at the rawest moments. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love that about us, man. You know
what's the best thing about the mixtape?
What's that?
Best thing about the mixtape, Ricky the Rapper, is it's usually put out by the artist when he's fresh off the rack. He's fresh.
The mixtape, right?
He's still raw.
Yeah.
That's why it's the mixtape.
You're right.
It's not the official project.
You're right.
It's some stuff I had written down already. I already got, and I'm about to come out with it. It's raw. It's fresh. It's new. And that's the appeal about the mixtape. And like you were saying, that's the appeal about what we do. So we try to provide you with the raw talent that you haven't heard of yet in your city.
I like that.
How about that?
Dallas
Vibes. Shouts out. So tonight, speaking of raw talent, we got DAVILLI, the chosen.
The chosen one.
The chosen
DAVILLI.
Already.
Nah, for real, man. Shout out to DAVILLI, man. I've met him probably right at a year or so or more. But ever since, he's been grinding. He's been elevating. You feel me? He's been working on his craft. Yes, you understand? He's made a decision and a promise to change. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I'm rocking with it.
Already.
Man, you know.
I am too. Shouts out to Ricky Nicholson. What up?
Shout out to my brother. What's up with it?
What up, though? Yeah, so we got DAVILLI, the chosen, sitting and waiting in the green room. We're going to pull him up. He has a video that he and I shot just last week that we want to debut tonight on the show for you guys.
Okay.
And in case you do not know who DAVILLI, the chosen is, he is a superb gospel artist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Christian artist, gospel artist. I like to say spiritual artist.
Okay.
In your city. So if that's your vibe, tune in. You about to find out.
Shout out Ricky Nicholson, man. Say Rick, tune in, man. You'll like this brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we be on that spiritual vibe. You know, that's one of my spiritual brothers there too. You know what I'm saying? He understands the walk of life and how powerful and how importance, you know what I'm saying, to have that in your life. So we will never, ever, as much as we go left or right on this show, we would never, ever forget. You feel me? So, yeah, toast up.
Shouts out to Lady Mink who's chiming.
What up, Lady Mink?
Hey, we ain't forgot you about on that writing venture. We were just talking about the movies and stuff like that. We trying to come up with some scripts. DAVILLI trying to come up with some scripts. We're trying to get into some grown woman, movie action.
Yeah,
with the movie situation. We ain't forgot about you, Lady Mink. We ain't forgot about you. Appreciate you for tuning in. So Dallas Vibes, the world famous Monday night edition of Dallas Vibes. We do appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is all about your city, Dallas. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We got some shit to talk about.
We do.
We also got Jay Cruz on the show. No, not Jay Cruz that's on the radio. Jay Cruz, the recording artist. You probably do.
Cruz!
You may or may not have heard about Jay Cruz. We're going to try to get him up. He's been doing some tremendous work.
Shout out Cruz. You know, he was one of the first artists that me and my wife had on the DFW rap show with the Villa Cooler area, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So shout out Jay Cruz, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, when you tap in with those artists that tap in with you at the beginning, they mean just that much to you. You feel me?
Yeah. And just to give you some background on that, this was right before or the very, very infantine stages of the Villa Cooler area because era because we hadn't even moved in the studio when we did that interview with Jay Cruz because it was actually right here.
Oh, it was
right here.
You sure right.
So
it was right here.
You know, me and the brother back when we originally started. You know what I'm saying? Doing the DFW rap. Shouts out to Yvette.
Shout out to my wife, man. I love you, baby.
Shouts out to
Shout out to my wife, man. I love you, baby.
You know what I'm saying? That is DFW was her project, and it was the absolute first project that someone out there in the city, Ricky and his lovely wife, allowed us at the studio to handle the product. You know what I'm saying? To produce the work. So shouts out to these people, man. That's why I still rock with this fella.
Again, like I say, man, I'm into tapping into stuff from the beginning. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And seeing it grow. So anybody, if I'm on your team right now, I'm on your team because I want to see you grow, man.
Yeah.
If I'm close to you right now, if we rocking together, because I want to see you grow. It ain't because of me. I'm trying to do something for me. This for me. I promise you. This man know.
I do.
It's for you.
I seen it.
You seen it, right?
I seen it firsthand.
It's for you, man. If I'm rocking with you, man, it's for you, man. It's not for me.
Indeed.
Don't get me wrong. It's a pleasure for me to be in your space because I wouldn't be in your space if I didn't think it was, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But in the grand scheme of things, it's to elevate what you got going, man.
Yeah, man. So that is Jay Cruz's story with us. So from Jay Cruz then to Ratchet right now, you know what I'm saying? Get you caught up to speed, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is a music podcast. We do talk about music.
And other things.
So let's get the show on the road before we bring up DAVILLI the Chosen and get his premiere on, man. Today is Memorial Day.
Shout out Memorial Day.
Today is Memorial Day.
How you feel about it?
I think it's important to remember those who fought for everybody else in the past wars and committed their time to service and servicing the people.
Right.
Salute. I mean,
salute.
What else can you say? And of course, RIP to those who lived, to the fallen soldiers, right?
Who fought for everything, I guess.
Right. You know, it's so much that can be said about Memorial Day, and we can be negative about it. But let's keep it there.
Yeah.
All right, Memorial Day. So today in hip hop news, we got some hip hop. the hip hop round, the hip hop guide,
Hip hop
us was a topic today. So
what they got? What they got?
We're gonna talk about it. Hip hop birthdays, and I'm gonna get to it. How you feel about Lauryn Hill? What's Lauryn Hill's happy birthday, Lauryn Hill, born in 1975. What's Lauryn Hill's legacy?
Lauryn Hill has a legacy of one of the greatest musical talents that has ever walked this earth, right?
Yeah.
And I believe by her being so seclusive and being like her old stuff is just so classical. I don't think she's putting out new material. I don't believe. And if she has, you know, I'm just saying she will forever go down in history. She's a great MC. I mean, she's a great R&B artist. Well, she's not even just R&B. She's everything. So yeah. Shout out Lauryn Hill, man.
Yeah. Shouts out to Kimo Ginobili. Trap. Shouts out, brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. You owe us an interview, bro. How you gonna be one of the hottest MCs in the city right now?
Yeah, we definitely gotta get one with Kimo.
And ain't had Kimo in the building.
But that's probably my fault. I need to get our inside videos back on because Kimo one of the ones, and just like some others, I need in-house.
Yeah,
you know,
that's an in-house.
I need in-house. Not saying none of the others are not worthy of in-house. I'm just saying
that's in-house.
You know, we need to keep that segment of our shit going.
Indeed. So if you do not know, that is our job to let you know who the hottest MCs in this city are. So Kimo Ginobili, he is Googleable. He got a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Check him out. You like him.
Yeah.
So Lauryn Hill, wrap up real fast.
But hold on, this is that. I just did something. Just thought. You know, we didn't play Kimo songs on Dallas to Detroit a couple of times, right? And they didn't already caught on. You feel me? So
they love Kimo.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like one of the things where, you know, Kimo, you don't really even got to beat her for you to beat her. That's some real shit. You feel me? Yeah. Anyway, Ken, what you got more?
So
that's what you call breaking shit, like breaking records. You know what I'm saying?
Kimo said, "Let's do it." So hook that up with Kimo. Like real talk. We fucks with Kimo. Kimo fucks with us. Like real talk. He's like
another one.
He's in the city.
I want to see, like, nigga, if I had a couple million, I put on Kimo.
Already, I put it on. So Lauryn Hill. My take on it. Lauryn Hill's legacy, man. To me, my era, we not gonna say anything bad about Lauryn. Lauryn, she means so much to hip hop in my era because we were young. I was in college when she was coming out.
She's the voice.
I can actually remember the Fugees.
Wyclef.
Okay. Yeah. So I can remember Fugees rocking before she came out with the solo project mid-90s or whatever. But I remember when that project came out. I was in Houston when it dropped. They were playing it on the radio, and we had to go to the Sam Goody and buy that joint like right then. That's how great.
Yeah. The Fugees?
No,
Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
They dropped "Killing Me Softly."
Yeah. "Killing Me Softly" was,
and that killed it.
Yeah, killed it.
They killed it.
Yeah, forever be legendary. Forever.
They killed it. They did it.
Real talk. Shout out Lauryn Hill, man.
She do gospel now, DAVILLI said.
Okay, that's what's up.
Already. Kimo said, I really became a fan of her on Sister Act 2.
See, and that's what I was gonna say. It wasn't even just like at that time, it wasn't even just the music. It was like her, Pac, and a couple other artists, Will Smith. They got a chance to give us that other side real quick at the same time where their music was still, you know what I'm saying? So you got a chance to really get a chance to feel them as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
And you said it right. Larger than life. Will Smith, Pac, she was on that type of vibe back then, like peripheral. Shouts out to Lauryn Hill. Pam Grier.
Hey, Pam.
Hey. Man.
Hey.
That's an older lady you wouldn't mind.
Nah, like on some real shit, I would like to meet Pam Grier. Like I like her to be my auntie or something. You know, I know I wouldn't try to do no, you know, but I think she'd be a cool ass motherfucking auntie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Real quick, DAVILLI say Lauryn blew up on Apollo with freestyle.
Yeah. Remember that. See,
she had Brown Sugar. Yeah. I remember that. So you talk about Brown Sugar. What you know about Foxy Brown and coffee?
Yeah, see, that's outlet. What they call it, black
exploitation.
exploitation.
That's Dr.
Movies.
Pam Grier, born
Yeah.
in 1949.
Yeah, we seen Outlet, man. You know what I'm saying? We was a fan of Outlet, man. That was like that's the kind of shit that kind of molded my whole kind of because at a young age, my cousin was a little older, so we was watching that type of content, and that type of content resonated in my era when I went to school. So I used to talk a little different. I used to, my swag was a little. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I was able to see how I wanted to be like, and then my papa was. I seen that. And my papa, I used to go to the club and see that. Yeah. So not only was I seeing that there, I was seeing that, you know what I'm saying? So it was
Real
like,
talk. Real talk.
Player shit. That's what team player come from.
Emo say OGs stand up.
OGs.
Say, I mean, where you think Foxy Brown came from?
Yeah, that Foxy Brown.
That Foxy Brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Came from
One hit wonder.
Already. So do you ever listen to jazz or blues?
I do. Shout out to a couple of good jazz players that I like. I can't think of their name right off bat, but especially like Ken G, you know what I'm saying? You got you know the legendary ones, you know what I'm saying? When you come to blues, BB King. Yeah. I had an opportunity to do a song with a blues singer named I think his name in a minute, man. He ended up passing on. But anyway, man, it was called Act Bad. Act Bad. Act Bad. I wish I had that song right now, man. I'd be a millionaire.
Already. Real quick, the village say, man, Foxy Brown got her female thinking they can go natural. Chemo, Ginobili know what I'm talking about the Usher remix he made already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Foxy Brown, it was she had a quick little moment. I think she got like an illness or something at the end.
Which one? That one.
Yeah, Ill-99.
So is that who we talking about?
Well, Foxy Brown came from Pam Grier's Foxy Brown.
So who birthday is it?
Pam Grier.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on. Happy birthday to all those people. Oh, so Miles Davis. Today is his birthday.
Miles Davis.
Listen to some jazz, man. If you are like into music, into hip hop.
Buddy Guy. That's his name.
Buddy Guy.
That's the name of the guy I did the song with. Buddy Guy.
Okay, but shouts out to Buddy
Guy. R.I.P. Buddy Guy.
R.I.P. Auntie sent me some Frankie Beverly and Maze to play tonight. You know what I'm saying? I forgot, Auntie. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get you some Frankie Beverly and Maze. Let's think about Frankie Beverly and Maze.
That's another legendary group that I hate that I never got a chance to see in live because as the older I got, used to hear it younger. They used to come through the Fair Park and your mom and them get ready to go, and then it came to a point where you started appreciating the music and shit, and jamming it yourself, and then they came through it. I missed the opportunities to go, so I would have liked to see them live, man. But I heard that it ain't really what that is right now at this point in their career.
Already. So lastly, in hip hop news, Menace to Society.
That movie changed my life.
Was released today, back in 1993.
That movie changed my life.
What you say about my mama?
Nah, for real.
What you say about my mama, folks?
That movie changed my life.
Me too. I think it changed all our lives in that particular generation.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think what it was meant to do, it did.
It did, dude. I
think it was particularly planted there to do what it meant to do all over the nation.
It was. So particularly what you're talking about is we all know about what happened with Reagan, the government in the 80s with them installing drugs and guns in the neighborhood, which fueled the gangs and all that stuff, right?
True.
So, Menace to Society was pretty much the soundtrack, the movie that kind of symbolized that whole era, right? And so that's why it was such a iconic film even to this day, because it encapsulated the day and time, the sign of the time at that particular time.
Right. And we all resonated with that, even though it wasn't our culture, which we were saying like West Coast culture by us being here in down south. We kind of took a little bit of that, and you know, it started to become those ways around here. You couldn't drive on certain streets. You was get jacked. You couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It was in that era. From that point, you had to watch your back because you was either the robber or you was the. You know what I'm saying? For real. Or you was caning them coming from the party. For real.
Today, 1990.
That was the truth, right?
Well, yeah.
You was either the rival or you was caning his cousin coming from the party.
Right.
At that point, if you was sitting on rims,
you was getting jacked.
You was custom to get jacked any night. And
that was the era we came up in. So you know what she said? She said she dated me because I grew up and I made it through the 90s, and she thought it would be cool to date somebody who made it through the 90s.
That's what she said?
That's what she said.
Okay.
So moving on real fast, because we do have two guests. We got J. Cruz and DAVILLI the Chosen hanging on. So let's go on and get them on. But I do want to pose this question real fast, so it'll be in the minds of our guests when they come on. We can talk about it. So today, Chuck D, y'all know who Chuck D is.
Oh yeah, shout out Chuck D, man. He another one. He changed my life.
Okay, so today he did. He had a Breakfast Club interview, right?
Did he?
He did.
I gotta go check that out, man. Shout out to the Breakfast Club.
So basically, what it's about, he says that the hip hop revolution would not be televised, meaning that hip hop will not be used to carry out any revolutionary anything from here on out, because everybody has gadgets. Is basically what it said. Ponder on that. We're gonna get into some J. Cruz because he is on the show.
Let's get into it.
Bring up our guest, and we're gonna get into it with him.
Hey, I got crew on my hat. See that? Does it say crew? It may be missing. It ain't saying Cruz, but it say crew.
There it is.
What it, baby?
And shouts out to Fetty Bags. He said he came up on Johnny
Hey,
and
man.
Mel Waiter.
Shout out Fetty Bags. Hey, we had Fetty on here.
We have.
We need Fetty too, man.
We just put out the scene where Fetty Bags wasn't actually a guest on the scene,
But he can't rip.
He was in the building. So he was like, "You got to rock the stage." Fetty Bags said, "It's our job. If you do not know who the hottest artist in your city is, or right now, that's our job.
That's our job, man. Yeah, I think we played with
Fetty
this.
Bags is in your city. Check him out. He's Googleable. Got stuff on the internet, and he's hard. He go hard.
And we finna play some DAVILLI the Chosen. We got a debut tonight. I can't wait, man. Let's get into the J. Cruz, man. It's up there, man. Stop playing.
J. Cruz. I done already gave you the lowdown on who he was. We've been knowing J. Cruz and rocking with J. Cruz for a while, man. This one is called Broke. He been doing some serious work in the city. The last few months, man, he got a story. Like I said, we're going to drop DAVILLI, and we're going to bring up J. Cruz, and we're going to talk to both of them. Dallas VIBEZ, the Monday night edition. Famous Monday night edition of Dallas VIBEZ.
I know you're gonna dig this. In the mix.
But this shit icy.
Sometimes you gotta let your soul bleed. If you can believe it, then you can achieve it. You from where I'm from, you know about being broke. Down bad to your last, and you ain't got no hope. I don't laugh at my folks, cause I done been there before. I flip bag after bag, I ain't going back broke. You from where I'm from, you know about being broke. Down bad to your last, and you ain't got no hope. I don't laugh at my folks, cause I done been there before. I flip bag after bag, I ain't going back broke. I'm from the gut of the trenches, grind ridiculous. I gotta get it. I ain't putting no 14 inches. I'm going for it on you punk ass bitch. Niggas saying this and that. I don't give a fuck. I can't let it slow me down. Busting rap checks on these niggas and they thinking that I'm still selling pounds. I'm selling sounds. Crazy when you level up. Everybody look at you and they wonder how. I know the vibes. I can read the room. Nigga, you ain't even gotta say it loud. Now I don't give a fuck about what you think. Long as I make my people proud. Counting up 100 and smoking loud. I got that instinct and I the tiger, yeah, that shit in me. You see that fire in my eyes, nigga, don't tempt me. 918, music proof, we got the juice, simply. Went through pain and all type of things, but that shit ain't killed me. You from where I'm from, you know about being broke. Down bad to your last, and you ain't got no hope. I don't laugh at my folks, cause I don't.
That song is on the arrest.
Your main Dallas Vibes, the world famous Monday night edition of Dallas Vibes. We are back. Without further ado, we have DAVILLI, the Chosen, and Jay Cruz in the building. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
What up, fellas?
Hey, what's going on?
Already. Glad you guys can join us tonight. Dallas, y'all strap up, man. We got an intense conversation to get into with these two guys, two of my favorite artists, no doubt. Real quick, before we get to DAVILLI, the Chosen, Jay Cruz, we just played that video. Bro, how you doing, bro? You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, man, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, I cannot complain, bro. I was trying to give everybody a little background before we brought you on about how you and I linked up originally. I was out, budding videographer out there trying to mix it up with the city and the underground and trying to see what's what going on. I ran into you. Turned out you was a fabulous artist, man, doing some serious work on yourself. I invited you to do the interview, the DFW Raps. You came up to the studio, man. You chopped it up several times, man. And so it is very good to see you putting out music again because it's been a while. So I have to ask Jay Cruz, where you been, bro? What's up with the hiatus? What's up?
Well, like they say, life been life, and you know what I mean. So just been going through some things. Unfortunately, I lost my wife this past year. You know what I mean. So I've been going through that. Single dad now, 4 boys. Man. So just trying to
hear that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the condolences. Just trying to navigate through that. Still got music though. One thing my wife always told me was put that music out. So definitely putting that music out for sure. You know what I mean? It's like therapy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Already. And I have to also, give a little, background information on the artists that we have on here. So Jay Cruz, you have been like one of the hardest working artists that I've come across. We were chopping it up earlier today, and you said you were doing the shows down there in Houston and stuff like that. You're trying to kind of get the work out of the normal Dallas circles and trying to do your rounds in other cities. Talk to us about that, because I didn't really get into it with you about the Houston trip. How did that come about, and just speak on the importance about getting out of the city and performing in front of other people.
Well, Houston was loved. The first time I went down there on official music business was DJ, like a listening DJ mixer, you know what I mean? Got to know all the DJs in the city, did a couple of shows, couple of strip clubs, couple of regular clubs, radio interviews. It was loved. Seemed like I was perceived pretty well down there. My most recent trip down to Austin was pretty good too, man. South by Southwest. A lot of DJs, a couple of DJs from Dallas, a couple of DJs from Houston had sets or whatever. So, but yeah, I just like to get out the city and perform. It's always love in the city, but you want to expand and get your sound out, because you just never know who might like what. I've been to Atlanta, Alabama, Arizona, different markets. Just trying to spread that sound out.
Already.
Now, Jay Cruz, like you originally from Dallas, right?
I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, y'all familiar with Black Wall Street?
Yeah,
artist.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from, North Tulsa, man. I've been in Dallas since 2008. Created my family here. You know what I mean? So. It is what it is. I'm tapped in with a lot of Dallas artists, a lot of Dallas DJs, and everything like that. I did the open mic scene for a little bit, you know, kind of got everything out of that I could get out of it, you know, and after that I just started moving around a little bit.
Already. So real quick, let's get DAVILLI in here. DAVILLI is family when it comes to Rick and I and Sleeky.
That's fam, yeah.
DAVILLI's family. Had DAVILLI on the show already. We're gonna get you on the house plug probably Wednesday, of course, as we already discussed. We got a premiere to drop tonight. You and I got into some work. But before we get into that, DAVILLI, real on the conversation we got going, you and Rick, that's why I kind of wanted to bring it up and talk about it. Y'all made a trip to H-Town. Y'all got out the city. Y'all got on stage and performed in front of other people. Just speak on it real quick. The importance of that happening, being able to have the opportunity to perform in front of other people.
First of all, man, before I say that, man, Cruz, look, man, I've been through that same situation, bro. You know, I almost lost my wife as well a couple years ago, bro. So I know how that pain feels, and trust me, brother, you're gonna be in my prayers. I promise you that.
I appreciate that.
That, man, most definitely. So that trip out there to Houston was I've been to Killeen. That's not just an out of town thing for me. That's like an hour, but that trip like to Houston, where you have where stars came from and was made, most of that music we would listen to from that way over there in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? That was an experience for me, and like it was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they know I do gospel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me to turn them up like that with gospel music and put something in the heart, like I tell people, it's never about me. I just want to push Christ on somebody in a form where they can understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, for real. Hey, people, I never told you this, DAVILLI, but that night, you know, I was the MC that night, right? And after you performed, we had a young lady come up to the DJ booth and ask, can she perform her gospel song, because she had never known or knew that she could or had an opportunity. And you know me, I'm like, yeah, let's do it, right?
Definitely.
But anyway, long story short, she wasn't all the way prepared, but that performance inspired somebody else. You dig what I'm saying? And I never got a chance to tell you that, but I'm always remember that moment, because you know, me and wifey was talking about it, and I said we always want to take DAVILLI on the road with us, and I always want to put him up first. And she was like, "Why I don't know if he always want to go first." I said, "Nah, it's about, it ain't even about that. This is about we know at the end of the day what's first, and we're gonna put that out there in the universe first. You feel me? So we can bless over the night and make sure everything good. So just doing that in another city, seeing you inspire somebody else was big for me, brother. So salute to you.
And that's inspiring to me, because my whole purpose of switching my music wasn't just because people always think that, oh man, you must did something bad, you found Christ. Nah, bro, I've been saved all my life. Sometimes we leave the church, but we have to face life, and life start lifing for real. And God don't care if you're way up here. He really wants you down there, so he'll know how to draw near back to him, right? So when people tell me, like, hey man, your music is different, man, and I really, you know what I'm saying, they'll start telling me their testimonies. That's how it's not about me. Just put it like that. It's not about me. I enjoy doing it because that's just me. You know what I do. I make beats. I do all kind of stuff. I just like to make people understand more firmly in the mind. That's why I don't use Christian rapper at all. I'm not a Christian rapper. I don't go out rapping for Christians. I'm a gospel rapper. I'm gonna speak the gospel of Christ, and I'm gonna speak God's word, period. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Through music that our youth is listening to, the same beats. I'm giving them that energy beat, but with the word of God. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate you and the wifey always tapping in with me. Cam tap in with me. Man, bro, that work we put in last week, bro, I really felt something there. That's why I was like, man, when I watched the video just for myself, I was just like, bro, this is touching. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm trying to just stay focused on the purpose. You know what I'm saying?
When we talked about it, Cam said you had a whole treatment and everything. You know what I'm saying? From the point that you recorded this, you seen it. Like that's what's the inspiration behind the song?
Sometimes you got to understand. The song is called Armor of God. When we walk out here every single day, I don't care whether you black, red, purple, or green, there is trouble right around the corner. With me as a man of God, my trouble is going to be because I accept Jesus. So the enemy don't want me to even tell people that. You see what I'm saying? So I made songs like Not Ashamed. But with the song of Armor of God, I watch all the time. I watch the news. I don't even watch the news. I watch Facebook news. And all I see is RIP this person or RIP that person or RIP this person. And it touches me because I'm sitting here like, bro, if we stop just, I wouldn't say forcing Jesus on people and just talk to them. It's a difference because I sat down with Ricky and talked to Ricky about Jesus. He didn't feel forced. You know what I'm saying? He just felt like he was listening. And that's what people will see. You know what I'm saying? And I say, man, like, you have to put on the armor of God when you step out here as a man or woman of God to teach us somebody that's a sinner or that's not into it. You can still point them, hey, listen to Ephesians 6 through 10 through 18. You know what I'm saying? Putting on that armor just comes with, I'm going to read the word. I'm going to apply it to my life. I'm going to walk in it and I'm going to fulfill my purpose with it. You see what I'm saying? So recording that, it felt good because my mom always told me that, man, somebody going to look at you and be like, man, you're a preacher. I'm not no preacher. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the title, but I know that is a purpose because that's all I hear people tell me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that person that's going to try to tell you what you're doing wrong. I'm going to tell you what's not wrong, what's not good to do. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the armor of God.
Man, we here, man.
Real talk. Real quick, shouts out to Absolute. Salute. Shouts out to Quincy, little Quincy say, only what you do for Christ will last. So
shout out little Quincy, man.
Shout out little Quincy.
What up, though?
So real quick, DAVILLI, switching gears just a tad. Jay Cruz and I had a conversation. And shout out to Jay Cruz, man. It was really good talking to Jay Cruz earlier today. It reminded me back when I was in the studio and Jay Cruz used to come up to the studio and we just used to roll up and chop up about the industry and stuff. And so we had one of those conversations earlier today, and we were speaking on the importance of the feature, having features. So before I throw it back to Jay Cruz and let him get in, tap and chime in on the features, and then we're gonna get into your video. Jay Cruz got a bad video with Fat Pimp, and if you know anything about Fat Pimp is a legitimate Dallas artist that a lot of Dallas residents and people in Dallas respect. Okay. And so they kind of got Jay Cruz and now on talking about the importance of having features on your tracks. Yeah. So before we throw it to Jay Cruz and let him speak on it, tell us, DAVILLI, do you think it's important to have features, and do you plan on getting like those gospel artists, that those mainstream gospel artists that people already know and have already tapped into? Do you have? Is there any plan to like tap in with them for features?
So just like I tell everybody, bro, I don't charge for nothing. They know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Cold Hearted, Petey Styles. I got a chick named Rosalind. I done did 3 features with all 3 of them, and I charge them nothing for the beats, none of that. You know what I'm saying? They all out. Righteous Jack, I got a song with him called Victory out right now. I got a song with Petey Styles. I made the beat and all. We about to drop that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I got a song with Cold Hearted. I've tapped in with you a bit about that. You know what I'm saying? For a video shoot. I got him. That's called Forgive Me Again. One of these persons is saved. Just one. That's why I said, like, one of those people actually follow Christ. The rest of them are still trying to find their way. But it's not hard to go out and say, hey, man, you know, Jesus did sit with the sinners. All 12 of those disciples were sinners. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna push them away because they doing what they want to do. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But let me chime this in your ear. You know what I'm saying? Take a listen to this. And Cold Hearted dropped one of the hardest verses on that song. You know what I'm saying? And he gave Bible in the song. You look at him, that's a whole crib. You feel what I'm saying? So I tell people the importance of a feature is also to show networking abilities. If you do not network your music, you will never be nobody. Nobody's not gonna want to work with you anyways, because you ain't knowing how to go hand in hand with each other. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing about when even before the gospel music, I got a bad joint sitting on this on I got a bad feature with the guy sitting next to you. You shot the video featuring Big Bang Silky Slim. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And that was my first ordeal. Was I don't want to do music by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, throw me some Luke, throw me some Ricky, throw me some Lady Mink. I was with that. I'm all man, me and bro right here, Dre, make beats, make his own music, mix, master, record, all that. Me and him got songs. You know what I'm saying? Always get a feature. But I done tapped in with people like what's old boy name with the dreads with Master P. I done tapped into him. I even got on this page one time. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I ain't gonna shoot you nothing back. Because I'm gonna tell you, just like I tell people, whether it's regular hip-hop or gospel hip-hop, it's still about $1. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, now for real, you gotta still pay to play, bro. That it is what it is. But I tell you,
go ahead and finish up. Go ahead, finish your thought.
No, you good. That's what I was just saying. Like, it's still about that dollar, bro. When it comes, hey man, if I'm gonna hop on this with you, especially if you got a name, if you got a big name and you popping, I don't care if it's 100,000 followers. People see that and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna hop on that train." That bro got 100,000 followers. I know he can help me tap into something. How much you charging, bro?
Already.
You feel what I'm saying?
Real talk. Yeah, Dre Offer, shouts out to Dre Offer. He said features can help bring light to your music. So Jay Cruz, you and I, like I said, started the conversation earlier today. We're gonna play a song. Like I said, you got a feature with Fat Pimp, which in my opinion is a fat feature from somebody here in the city of Dallas, way to tap in with the city. So just speak on it real fast. We're gonna get into that video after we get into DAVILLI's premiere here in just a second.
Okay.
But speak on it real fast, Jay Cruz, the importance, the significance of having features and like good features.
Well, I mean, it's networking, you know. It definitely is pay to play. But I don't put like a negative connotation on it. It's more so like I just look at it like networking. You know, if this person got a certain fan base and the price is reasonable and the sounds align, you know, because that's important too. It's some guys that I done heard.
They don't mix.
I like Trap Boy Freddy. You feel me? But I would never, my music and his music, it just don't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something that I would just stay away from. But when I look at somebody like a Fat Pimp, I'm like, yeah, I think that's a good feature, and it turned out it worked. You know, he basically threw me an alley-oop. You know what I mean? You know, couldn't go wrong. You know, so. it worked out. I would just say features are good. Just make smart decisions.
Yeah.
Don't get a feature from an artist just because that's your favorite artist or you like listening to them in your car when you're riding around or whatever. You know what I mean? Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Yeah.
So before we get into this DAVILLI Premier Armor of God, J. Cruz, you're not a spiritual artist. You're not a spiritual rapper, but I know you, and you spoke on it. You from Tulsa and Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
You know your history, and you have a side to you that shows your versatility because you can talk about different subjects. So you're not a spiritual rapper, but you do employ some type of conscientious notions inside of your raps. Broke, the one that we just played earlier, Broke. You were talking about something in there, right?
Yeah.
So real quick, what were you talking about, Broke, for those who didn't see the video and should go check it out, which is, like I said, it's a message that it's a conscientious message. It's one thing to be conscious and woke. It's another thing to be conscientious. Conscientious is intending to do the right thing, intending to send a message. So you conscientious and Broke, sending a message. Speak on it a little bit and the importance about putting those type of messages in your music.
Well, I mean, Broke is just I want to be relatable. You know, when I used to, you know, God rest her soul, when I used to ride around with my wife, she would listen to the songs. I'd have her listening to all types of music. And one thing she would always say is, why is the rapper always talking about me? Why is the rapper always telling me how broke I am and how I ain't this and I ain't that? And you know, at first, you know, as an artist, I'd get offended, but after I sit there and think about it, I'm like, man, she right. Every song you hear, you know, is kind of. So I just wanted to be more relatable in a time to where, you know, everybody's trying to keep it together right now. You know, so
real talk.
I just wanted to cause I got songs where, you know, I pop my shit or whatever, but at the same time I still gotta let you know, like, hey man, this come from a struggle. I know about that struggle too, you know, and I can relate to you going through it, and I need you to relate to me if you going through it, you know. So that's all it was.
Real talk. And, you know, like I said, you and I used to get into some real intense conversations just like today. And it tipped into the Biggie and Pac thing and who Biggie was versus who Pac was. And you said you were more inclined.
I was Biggie.
Right?
I was Biggie. I had to get older, you know, but honestly, my thing with Pac was I knew about Pac and his people and Matulu Shakur and the Black Panthers and the whole nine. You know, that was in my household coming up. You know what I mean? My sister was E5. You know what I mean? So I ain't never been. Always been on the ball. You know what I mean? So when I would hear some of his music, I was, you know, the bang bang hit him up. I didn't want to hear that from him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, I think with Big, it was like I could go down the street and see a cat that's knowing what Big talking about. So it was more relatable. I guess for me, it's just about what's relatable. Like I don't think I'm not gonna say no. I ain't gonna say no music is bad. Some music sucks, right? But
real talk.
Be 100, bro, for real. Some people need constructive criticism on my mama.
But sometimes it's just you don't relate to what the artist is talking about. You know, sometimes that's all it is. So that's a big thing to me, being relatable. You know,
all right, real talk.
Versatile.
So let's get into some music. Let's get into this premiere, DAVILLI. Being a spiritual rapper talking about the armor of God. I understand what the armor of God is. I grew up in the church, and I understand. I got the armor of God lessons and whatnot. So, what I would have to ask to you, DAVILLI, before we get into this premiere of Armor of God, what sparked you to write a rhyme specifically about the armor of God? I mean, you're a gospel rapper.
Yeah.
There's a slew of topics to be talked about as a gospel rapper. Why specifically did the armor of God resonate as something that you needed to write a rhyme about?
Bet. So I tell everybody this. That's why I said I am not a CHH rapper. I am a gospel rapper. So what I do is I search the scripture. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go into the Bible, I read, and then I'm gonna look, I'm gonna think, because y'all know I don't write no music. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read over this, God. Give me and prayer. You know what I'm saying? What do these people need to know? Not what they want to hear, but what do they need to know? You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go up in this scripture and I'm gonna search the scripture. That's why I tell everybody, gospel rapper. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm giving you word. I'm not giving you what I want you to hear. I'm giving you what you need to know. So the armor of God protects you each and every day, whether you believe it or not. If you look at some of these people that should have been in a ground and say, man, I can't believe I made it through that. Let me tell you something. Somebody was praying for you, bro, or sis. Somebody was praying for you. Somebody said, please protect my child or my son or my daughter. And when you read Ephesians 6:10-18, you'll get the enlightenment of what he's trying to say. He's really telling you, you know what I'm saying? Listen, to protect yourself in this world, because not only in today's day, but their time, they needed protection. You see what I'm saying? Christ was their protection. When he died and rose, he became the ultimate protection and the ultimate sacrifice. With that armor on, when you go like just like the shield of armor, the shield of faith. The shield of faith is only telling you all you have to do is believe. That's what faith is. Faith is going out the door knowing, first of all, if you accept Christ and you don't believe, then you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work. So when you believe you have peace, guess what? You're gonna have a peace of mind all day. If you believe someone that didn't care nothing about you no more, and you just praying for that person to get better, and you believe that person would become better. I know some people that can really relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cap, just be like, man, this person came back to me, and now we on. It's a mindful thing, and I tell people, just walk in your faith. You got to pray every day, bro. Prayer is the biggest thing. That's the only communication between you and God. That not you and me, not you and this person. You and God, the only personal way is through prayer. So when I tell people, man, if anything, pray that God give you that piece of that, every piece of that armor that you put on, that you need, from the head to the feet. Go out that door with it. That sword is the two-handed sword of the two-edged sword, which is the Bible. That's Old and New Testament. That's all you need for your peace of mind, because a lot of this world is not giving us no peace, man. We would never have peace. I don't care how much they start saying, hey, man, we're going to have a peace treaty. Run. That's not a peace treaty. You feel me?
All right. Real quick, shouts out to Off the Chain, man, chiming in, man. It's like, what's the deal, man? What's up, bro?
Man, off the chain.
Lil Quincy agrees. Ephesians 6, man. He applauds Ephesians 6,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Shouts out to Lil
Shout
Quincy.
out my boy.
Know who Lil Quincy is.
Man, Lil Quincy, that guy.
Check him out. So go ahead and set up the video, bro. Let's get into Armor of God, bro. Let's get into it.
Already, Armor of God by DAVILLI the Chosen. You already know. You cut with me, I cut with you. What it do?
Dallas Vibes, man, the world famous. Sit tight.
I know you're gonna dig this. In the mix.
Let's get it, Valley. Hey, you already know.
DAVILLI the chosen.
Talk to him, Valley.
You see,
Man, we gotta preach. Let's preach.
in the midst of your fight and your storm,
Yeah.
you gotta still know how to carry on.
You got
You gotta know how to fight and protect yourself.
Yeah.
So before I walk out that door into the world, I take one thing with me, and that's the armor of the Lord. I'm trying to move smarter. The devil throwing combinations, DAVILLI the target. Say, I'm trying to dodge all of the sin, but every time I do right, it got me on the chin. Right down to the jawline. You can't stop what's in now. It's all mine. Wait a minute, man, I got the armor of the light, and I walk in it every single day, every night. Look, so wait a minute. You say you don't backslide, that you a perfect creature walking in zip line. I wouldn't take it that far to say that there, but when I feel all those feelings, man, I pray that prayer. Like, dear Heavenly Father, I need you now. I can't climb out of this well, I'm about to drown. Take my hands, lead me through all of this trouble, cause I know the waters is tested, but I can rise above it all. I hear you talking and you're praying, it's listening, it tells us what he said. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Ephesians 6:13.
That song is under arrest.
Hey,
Yeah.
say, man, say.
Dallas
Full video
Vibes,
out right now.
that edition of Dallas Vibes, that was DAVILLI the chosen armor of God.
Yeah, say,
Go to
man.
his YouTube page, subscribe, like, and comment, then share that joint.
Yeah, man. Say, man, go watch that whole thing, man. Y'all gonna really love it, bro. Hey, man, I have to say, Cam put 2 foots in the pot on that one. You will be.
2 foot in the pot.
2
Appreciate it.
foots in the pot, man.
So, yeah. So I would have to say, bro, I already told you, good, great job, great work on the video. You gave me the treatment, and like Ricky said earlier, when you give me the treatment, it makes it easier on me, because then all I got to do is bring your vision to life.
Yeah.
And I don't have to go in my bag and try to do something that maybe necessarily you wasn't trying to do. You know, video. And so you brought it. Like, you say that video came out way better than I thought it was.
Not for real, bro.
How you already had it in your mind. You knew what you wanted to do in your mind, and that came out on camera.
Oh, man, say. Sometimes first, what you told me was obviously true. The cameraman actually has to feel the song first.
Indeed.
He has to be a vibe with it.
Indeed.
So you know me, I sent it to you a week ahead. I said, man, just vibe off of it. Hey, once you get a feeling, let me know when you're ready to shoot. I ain't even asked Cam, hey, Cam, I need you to, you know what I'm saying, think of something. I said, just get in your mode. Because I've been trying to do Ricky, I've been trying to do Shake the Devil Off video since February. I did that song. I made that song last month. And the concept came in my head like that. Man, you know what? Talk to your old self. Go on, talk to your old self. Because sometimes that old me is that dude that was in all black. Hey, man, you know, you pray this, you pray that, bro, but this happened, that happened. Is he really listening to you? Is he really talking to you? Well, what he said. Oh, this is what he said. Let me open up this Bible. You see what I'm saying? This is what he's telling me each and every time I have a failure in thought. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta put your inner thoughts out to the world so they can see what you feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Oh My God really, really came along, is to show y'all how I protect myself. You know what I'm saying? This is better than a Magnum. I'm trying to tell you. You don't want no feeling. I'm just gonna tell you. Hey, this armor don't pop. You feel me?
Already. Now, real talk. All I can say is kudos, bro.
Man,
Fabulous job, bro. Like I said, you made my job easier. Once you give me what I need to do, then it has to come out that way, and it came out. So great job.
I say when y'all get y'all movie roles ready, I'm ready, Freddie. You know what I'm saying?
Already. So switching gears, guys. We like at the back end of the show, real quick, because we got to get in J. Cruz and the Fat Pimp video. I did want to get you guys' opinion on. I said the hip hop guides gave us a topic tonight. We were talking about being conscientious or sending messages in your raps, in your rhymes. So, in case you didn't know, Chuck D, we all know who Chuck D is, Public Enemy, right? Speaking about conscientious rappers, right? He did a Breakfast Club interview, and basically the gist of what everybody is and will be talking about tomorrow, a little bit more about what he said, is that the revolution will not be sponsored by hip hop. Hip hop will not sponsor any revolutionary messaging in its music anymore. Is what Mr. Conscious, Mr. Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? He's Chuck D. Public Enemy is the epitome of conscientious rap, right?
Yeah.
Now he's coming out and saying that rap, hip hop, ain't gonna be responsible for televising the revolution or being responsible for producing the revolution,
because he understands the next revolution.
Okay, so let's talk about it, guys. You want to go first?
I mean, I'm just gonna say this: he just understands what the next revolution is going through, and he don't want to be a part of it because they're gonna use hip hop in a way that's not for us.
He did finalize in saying that we all got gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
So DAVILLI,
so basically what he's saying is hip hop used to be the way that we used to get that information,
right?
But now that we all have gadgets,
it's not.
It's at our beck and hand,
and it's not going to be used to send any positive messaging as hip hop once did. DAVILLI, J. Cruz, you can go first. Being from Tulsa,
Black Wall
Street. Okay, you being one who understands messaging, the importance of putting certain messages in your song and getting out what you really need to say. Speak on it, J. Cruz. How you feel about that?
I mean, I totally agree. I mean, I think it's been going that way for a while. You know, the music that you hear, like, I'll put it to you like this. When I got my kids in the car, I won't listen to what I listen to, right? So I'll say, okay, let me maybe play the radio or whatever. But the radio is worse.
Radio worse.
And that's
radio worse.
That's like the best way I can sum it up. And that is programming.
Yeah.
So
that's what he's saying.
If you're not paying attention to what's going on and you riding around, you run in the supermarket real quick and you thinking it's innocent because it's the radio, man, hey. So
I understand what he's saying now.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying. The program, like you just said, the programming is not going to allow.
It's not going to allow it.
Revolution. Because
if you want to be an artist, or you want to be successful, or you want to pay your bills and all that, because once an artist signs a contract and they got obligations, man, they got obligations.
Yeah.
So all that do the right thing and all that goes out the window. You know what I mean? So the more you tie these people into these obligations, you're gonna keep getting these faulty messages put out through traditional programming. And that's TV. That's
Yeah. Movies.
I don't know a woman to this day that don't watch a Love and Hip Hop or a Bad Girls Club
Right.
or something.
Right.
You
My
know?
daughter like that shit. And I hate it because I feel like she's not getting the right message. She's not getting the right viewpoint of a woman from watching it. You know what
Now
I'm saying?
I've seen where women watch it and my wife, she used to watch Love and Hip Hop religiously, and then one day she was just like, "Oh, this is stupid." So it's like, so eventually people kind of get off of it. But you got some people, younger people, that is kind of fed through all their gadgets. You know what I mean? Because my kids got a bunch of gadgets. They got all types of stuff, and everything got restrictions on it. Because if not, it's you know, ain't no telling what they get a hold to.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's cold.
How you feel about? Shouts out to Cold Heart chiming in, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man.
You know you up next, Cole. You know you Cole Hard. You know we gonna tap in. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, now y'all see my route. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at everybody's everybody really doing and saying the same thing, right? So when you continue to push that agenda, it doesn't just have to be hip hop that's not going to represent it. It's going to be the local TV stations. All this is pushing the agenda of money, power, respect. So what Chuck D and them was trying to do is fight the power, bro. We've been way past that. You see what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, 90% of the youth right now, 18 and under, they don't care about no rules or no regulations. They don't, bro. There was not a time. That was the first time we ever seen a black man get jumped, and all the black people came off boats and swimming just to go help. Do you feel what I'm saying? So when they say revolution,
hey, but that was beautiful though.
that was, you feel what I'm saying? Because like, bro, that would have been the 60s. It would have been that black man would have still been getting beat down by those white guys.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when I tell y'all, that's the reason why I'm trying to get deeper and closer to God, to be able to teach more about protecting yourself, like the armor of God, just protecting yourself with your peace. Because there's gonna come a time when they're gonna try to take everything. Everything is still ran by high-powered people. I don't care how much we put out on United Masters DistroKid, bro. If you ain't high-powered people up in them seats, hey Jay-Z, where you at? If you ain't up there with them, it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because they can strip that from you instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Anthony Mackie, bro. Like, he was one of the black guys that I got to see play in a movie like Avengers, right? But they want to strip him from that because he was talking about masculinity leaving the, you know what I'm saying, the world like that. Why would you want to strip a man that's trying to teach a boy how to be a man? It makes no sense. So I know Chuck D and them, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on all that, man. I grew up on all that, but when we look at our own music, sometimes we have to sit and view what we say. Because what we say, one day Chuck D might hear. You never know. You never know when it only take one song. That's what somebody named Ricky the Rapper told me. It only take one song, bro. And somebody might hear it and he might say, well, I ain't never thought about it like that. Because one thing we don't do, we don't watch the news. Now I know you. DAVILLI the chosen to watch the news. I go get my news and sources off of Facebook because I can see everything right there in the whole world. You feel what I'm saying? So I just think, like, we need to push more of agenda of leading the. First of all, the music is tagging the youth. Is the adults, us up in me? I'm 41, bro. The adults like in my age group, we ain't gonna if we don't sell crack, bro. We don't sell crack. You know what I'm saying? But I go spit it in a song, make it a hot mix. You know what I'm saying? But when the youth hear it, they think it's a jam. You know what I'm saying? They think it's the way of life because their minds are still babes. You know what I'm saying? Of a babe's mind. So it's harder to pull them. It's harder to pull them from that. But my whole mission is just to pull somebody from the fire. That's why I said, like, man, I don't care about if I ever make it, if they don't revolutionize my music, whatever. I just want to help somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I can't help them through music, bro, I could just give you a word or two. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Real talk. Real talk. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Real spill. Real spill. So moving on real fast, guys. We got to get into this J. Cruz Fat Pimp video. Good shit, DAVILLI. Really appreciate that. Real talk. J. Cruz, you and I had the conversation earlier about a little issue that you were having a couple of years ago, maybe about the shows, and perhaps you feel like you've been blackballed here in the city. So I wanted to touch on that real quick before we set up the Fat Pimp feature video that you got, because we've already played it. I told you, so we need to get into it. But real quick, it's since I've been in the Dallas Underground, I've heard the talk. Rick, you've heard the talk. We've both talked about it on our respective shows back when you used to do Wednesday Night Hype and I was doing Monday Night Vibes, about how there seems to be a culture of crab in the bucketness here in the South. Right? And how certain people are disallowing you to shine if they're not necessarily getting anything out of it or shining more than you themselves.
Yeah.
You know, the crab in the bucket mentality that everybody seems to feel here in the city, inside of the music industry that we know as the underground, and the artists, the collective artists, and the circles that we're in. Everybody seems to say the same thing. You and I got into a conversation where you felt like you were being blackballed, but I don't know. I'll let you bring up his name. I've talked about this guy to Rick and several people often, and I was like, watch this guy, because I got a funny feeling about it. Now that I've said that, you know what I'm saying, I'm really putting myself out there, but I'm all about real talk and solving the issues in the city and talking about it, putting it on the table.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it real quick before we get into the video, and I'll let you set the video up. How talk about the situation where if you want to, and you can kind of like elaborate on it as you want to. You don't have to give out all the information, but just speak on it, about the situation that you had, how you felt like you being blackballed during the shows in Dallas.
Well, I went from you know, like I said, I used to do a lot of the open mics. I didn't want anything from it. I didn't want a prize. I didn't need any of that. It was just exposure. You know, when I come, I have CDs, I have T-shirts, and this is from day one. So I'm just trying to, and I'm 9 out of 10, I'm giving my T-shirts away. I'm just trying to get my name out there, right? So I don't know. I think it got noticed, and it was good until I started inquiring about renting out the clubs and doing my own open mics, and particularly one person I talked to, I want to say, what's it, Robert Lopez, maybe. he related to G-Lo, you know, and I know G-Lo people, we done met and everything cool with us, but for some reason, this guy seemed like he was a little bit bothered when it was, I don't know, maybe a threat, you know what I mean? Like, hey, let me get in there, basically. You know what I mean? Like, let me get my feet wet or whatever.
Right.
So it just seems like it all just kind of went bad. You know, I went from, you know, getting the mic to getting put in the middle of the show to not being able to perform. You know what I mean? It was just, you know, it was just crazy. And I originally thought, well, hey, maybe I'm not bringing enough people. You know, I know how this works. It's a ticket type thing or whatever. But eventually, what I started seeing was it's certain artists that's shit. I say myself, damn good, and they not. I feel like they getting the same sort of treatment. You know, one particular artist I seen, like I'm talking about, really do his shit was I think his name is Wade with me. Wade.
Hey, Wade.
Hey, Wade.
Yeah.
Man, that motherfucker a fool, man. Like, and a lot of times folks will just sit around there and act like they ain't see it. You know what I mean? So that's when I was like, oh yeah, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like this is, so that's when it kind of registered, like, oh, I see what's going on. The folks that's coming in and they winning the competition, they putting them on the flyer as headliners, but really they got less going on than the next person. It's just
buddy list.
So
Real talk.
Here's the whole part. Once I peeped the game, I said, I'm not gonna say shit. Just let me throw my money in there. Then that's when it got all, you know, it got all bad after that, you know. So that's really when I went to going out of state, going to different markets and performing and, you know, doing all that shit like that. Cause I mean,
real talk.
One monkey don't stop no show. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
So real talk, and I felt like this is not an unfamiliar topic with any of us here in the city. We've all heard about it. We've all talked about it, and you brought it up earlier in our conversation earlier. So I thought it was important for us to talk about it tonight because.
Are you guys familiar with Kundalini?
Yeah.
Of course, that's the pioneer. That's the that's the god. That's the man of this underground shit. You know what I mean?
There hasn't been, and I'm gonna say this. I'm not from here, but I feel like I've been doing the open mics long enough. I'm gonna say this. There hasn't been a legit open mic since Kundalini, and that's facts. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about a prize. The way Kun did it is the way it was supposed to be done. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Y'all know I ain't from here.
He cared about each artist individually, and
he cared about the craft.
And if you wasn't ready, he would tell you you're not ready yet.
He would tell you, hell yeah.
Yeah, he would be like, nah, look, you ain't ready yet. But come back on this night, and then if you're ready on this night, then we'll make it to this night. But nah, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
And if you was good, he definitely made sure everybody knew and that you was good and that you was worthy of this time.
And you had to put
rules and regulations in place for as an artist in order for you to do. You had to do certain things, hold the mic certain way, the crowd participation certain way.
Yeah,
you know, it was a development of an artistry.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And real talk is great that you bring up Kundalini. So when I first opened up the studio and started mixing up with Kobe Savage, if you know anything about Kobe Savage, Kobe Savage
I remember Kobe
one
Savage.
of the dopest MCs, bar none, in the city that it's ever seen, right?
Yeah.
So he was involved with a lot of Kundalini activity. Rick was involved. All of the major,
Yeah, but by that time, I think he had passed away. A lot of that Kundalini stuff was
right. All of the major artists in the city had some type of interaction with Kundalini. So what I'm trying to say is, when I opened up the studio about 8-9 years ago, he was just passed, and he had just passed. And so, unfortunately, I had to get hip to Kundalini through the music of other people and other people talking about Kundalini.
Okay.
But yeah, so he was somebody obviously very big and important to the city, and somebody who when I got hip to, yeah, I kind of wanted to resonate with, you know what I'm saying, because he had the heart. He was in the hearts of the people.
And that's and I got a bunch of stuff from Coon, the way I run my shows. You know what I'm saying? It's upfront. You know, it's not no games. I'm not trying to get over. There's no skipping. There's no, you know, if there's a pay list or something that you know, I'm gonna let that shit be up front. That's where a lot of shit gets fucked up. You get on the list, you go to these places, you get to the show, it's a difference. They tell you 9 o'clock, you end up being 12. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of miscommunication. Where Cool, it used to be a set list, a set time. If you there, you own. If you not there, you in the back. And if you in the back, when we got there late one time, we performed last. Nobody was in the crowd. He gave us the props because we stayed there and performed, but he scolded us for not being on time. So that's why, as an artist, my wife probably always think, why you always want to be on time? Because I got scolded and I got put in and I wasn't even the artist at that time. Yeah. I was just with the artist. It's important for you to be on time way before time.
It's professional.
Because if you were there way before time as a local artist, I can ask you, hey man, I'm performing at certain, check me out. Come check me out. You can talk to the people. Then you got a crowd. Then somebody's watching you. But as an artist, you can't come to an artist-based crowd expecting them to pay you no attention.
Thank you. Boom, shut it down for real.
And smoke a cigarette. But if you go and talk to these people and say, hey, man, I'm Ricky. What's up? Hey, man, I perform after this person or this time. Or can you check me out when I come? Then you're going to get a better engagement. And then, like I said, we are our fans in the underground level. That's when you start becoming outwards, because that artist tells another artist or another fan or somebody else and blue, and now you become out. Yeah. And I'm just gonna touch on Rob Lopez since it was brought up.
Go ahead.
Rob Lopez, for me personally, and like I say, bro, I'm one of those type of artists. I'm homegrown. I'm from here. I've never had a bad experience. He's one of those people that gave me an opportunity. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure he gave every artist an opportunity. Now, I'm pretty sure every promoter and artist situation is different, because at the end of the day, it become into a relationship. You feel me? And these things, that's where it comes into. You either business or it's relationship, right? And sometimes when it become business, sometimes it can be either good or bad. But when we become a relationship, it makes shit happen, because it's more than just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta differentiate that side if it's just straight business. Because some of those artists that you speak on, I know them personally, and I know the group. We've all gained a relationship. We've all came from the bottom. We helped him from the bottom when he first started. You feel me? So it's gonna be a little bit difference.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to bring up the situation, because I know all of us have had, not me personally, but all of y'all have had interactions with Mr. Lopez and whatnot. But it needed to be said. My city. This is my city. And so I need to protect the people who I think need protection. You know what I'm saying? And I need to speak up for those who need a voice. So I thought it needed to be talked about. So real fast, DAVILLI, before we let Jay Cruz set up this next video we're about to get into, go ahead and touch on it real fast as a gospel art. Now, you don't mess with Rick and I. We don't put you on Sleek Sundays. And we said you family. You know, we don't have a problem with you. You don't have a problem with us. We know each one of us respectively is going to handle our business, and that's how we carry ourselves. But besides that, you yourselves, particularly as a gospel artist, have you felt like you've been so-called blackballed, or maybe left out of opportunities performing or whatnot because of the crab in the bucket mentality that seems to be going on in Dallas, or perhaps it was just because you were a gospel artist?
So
speak on it.
So for me to be 100, bro.
Yeah.
When I look at, I'm a looker. You feel me? I sit back and I watch. I watch people put their people in position. You know what I'm saying? So if this show was this, hey, I'm gonna go grab my people. You know what I'm saying? If that show was that, I'm gonna go grab. So I sat back and watched that, and not necessarily even as a gospel artist, even as a, I never made my music never had cussing, and my music didn't have the word nigga in it. So I made clean rap, but I done been the one to perform last all the time. I've been there. I've been the one that performed in nothing but front of one artist. Shout out my dog Chasmatic, who stayed and watched me perform over there on Corinth. I've been that person, but you start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the situations where I seen like I get put on the list, but this person, people come. You know what I'm saying? So that person get pushed ahead of you. It's not the artist. It's never not the artist, bro. It's bad promotion. Because somebody might not this promoter might not promote you like he gonna promote this person. You know what I'm saying? Or she, you know what I'm saying, might not promote you like this person because they built a what, Ricky? A relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I do not take anything personal. You feel what I'm saying? But let me tell you what God did. God, I trust me when I tell you I just did it today. You can go check my page. A lot of people I done looked up their names and I can't find nothing. I typed in DAVILLI, that's it. DAVILLI on Google. And when I hit search, and I just hit search, my name popped up with a synopsis. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take for that person putting you on somewhere. Sometimes it just take your craft. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just take what you do. That's why I say I don't do it for me. Whatever God got for me is gonna be for me that time. Because sometimes if they didn't put me on that show, God didn't want me there. Because something may happen there that you're not supposed to be around. But I'm gonna put you here. Shout out Ricky the Rapper. I'm gonna put you here because I went to Bodega and killed Bodega. You know what I'm saying? They even said, man, shout out Fetty Bags. You know what I'm saying? Miss Set It Off. You know what I'm saying? We went out.
And see, that's why I said it's our job to put you in situations where it's gonna count. You feel me? And if it's not, I'm gonna tell you, hey man, this might not be this type of situation, but look at it like this. And it's you always can win.
Yeah.
But it's when you go in there looking at the negatives and not being prepared and not seeing them, like it's a way to not get skipped over. Go in there and sign up first.
Yeah. That's bro. So shout out. So shout out. Ricky, check this out. So shout out Finesse Kenny, right? The reason why I say that, Finesse Kenny will make y'all flyers. Finesse Kenny get y'all flyers done. Yes, you do pay $15 to come in. But guess what? You get 6 minutes of your time. All that. You know what I'm saying? So I look at he's making you pay for the flyers. That's all I'm looking at. I can't run the club just for free. You know what I'm saying? So
that shit costs, bro.
Exactly.
It costs for y'all to put on the show, and that's what everybody got to realize. It costs us as a promoter to come see y'all for y'all to perform.
Exactly.
Then what y'all got to realize is that it went like Jay-Z. It costs Jay-Z to perform. He just had sold enough tickets in order to pay his staff in order to perform. But he cannot go into no situation without saying, I gotta pay. His show, his set, everything costs.
Yeah.
He has a budget. He has to pay before he get his shit.
The reason why I shouted out Finesse Kenny on Finesse Sunday, right, is because he tell you, hey man, sign the list. You know what I'm saying? He will tell you, hey, put your name on the list. When you go put your name on the list, everybody's name is in the like 5th on down. Nobody's at 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. So I'm
in the hot spots.
Them the hot spots, nigga. You want to be right there. Like everybody's here. You know what I'm saying? I always will sign my name on number 1 spot wherever I go. Even if it's too early, I'ma still perform. You know why? Because this ain't for you. This for me, really. I got the dude right there with the camera. Just I need this for video work, video visuals. You watch what I do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell people.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
And this is for the promoters.
Yeah.
What's the limit of people to perform? Like, if I walk in and I see a list and it's 50 people on the list, I feel like the promoter at some point knows after that 10th person, the 40 people, they're not going to be seen. They're not going to get no exposure.
It's overbooking.
So my thing is, what are we doing this for? Are we doing this for money?
Yeah.
Are we trying to get an artist a platform to get their shit on?
Yep.
So we can speak on so many different levels, okay?
Yeah.
So as a promoter, if I got 50 people on the list, that means I'm trying to pack this club. That means I'll pay maybe at a maximum of $500 to $2,000 to put on this event. I need 50 artists in order to pay me back for this event and hope they bring 2 people so I can take some home, right? Because I want to, at the end of the day, it is about making money to get to do this. Especially if I'm charging. Now, if I didn't pay for a big artist, I didn't pay for ZNR Doe. It costs $5,000 for him. And I charge you $100, $200, $300. I need you to pay that $300 and sell your tickets in order to make this revenue back to pay for this entertainment. Because you need to play your job as an artist. You need people to perform to.
Right.
So now, if I got 50 people on the list, that means I got 49 people in there for you to perform to.
But if you got somebody like a Zillionaire Doe, you're gonna have way more than 45 people in there.
No, so at the same time, you ain't gonna have 50 people on that list either. It's gonna be like 3 people and then Zillionaire coming out the performance.
Then I can cut down the list. I don't need 50 people. I just need 3. I just need 1.
Let me chime in.
So when they book 50 people, it's gotta be about nothing else than the money.
Right, that's it. That's it.
Straight money.
That's it.
Straight money, and they need to start early.
That's it. And then you gotta think about it. That's 50 artists that signed up for the list.
Exactly.
Eventually, as an artist,
sign up for the 50 list.
Eventually, as an artist, you gotta wake up and you gotta understand.
That's what I'm saying. You as an artist gotta understand.
And you gotta figure out your route. Now the problem is.
Real fast, guys. So I used to I attempted to be a party promoter back in early 2000s, where I would get a venue and I would have a party basically and try to make money off of that, right? That's a promoter, right? But I was a club promoter, basically. Trying to get people to a spot, right? So the dynamic of that is, as a promoter, to stay out of the janky promoter realm, right? What I need to do is I need to provide a venue, whether it be upscale or it be hood, you know, because you can make money off of a hood venue, right? So it's just depending on the demographic that you're trying to get to your party, right?
Right.
So what we were trying to do is get people to a certain spot so the club could make money off the bar.
Right.
Okay. That's your whole job
is to make the money at the bar.
Now, understanding that the dynamic goes, you are responsible unless the club, sometimes the club owner be like, say, I see you doing your thing. I'll take care of the DJ. You're responsible for the DJ.
Yeah.
That's just an expense that you incur as a party promoter. Okay, so I don't necessarily, I understand business. So trying to get the event to pay for itself
That's hard.
is big, but it's business.
Yeah.
Because you're not, as the promoter, trying to really come out of your pocket
To have a party.
to
Or to
have
see
a
you
party and
perform.
make money off of.
Yeah.
If you understand business, it's other people's money. So you go get a sponsor or somebody like that to sponsor this event, and you never come out of pocket. Okay, that's the dynamic of it. It don't necessarily go like that because most promoters don't think like that, and they just try to sponsor the event themselves. You're a businessman, you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to flip your money. I understand it's a hustle, so do it. If you got to do it like that, understand the dynamic. Now, J. Cruz, what's being accomplished? When this guy and I had our events at the studio at Villa Cooler, we always tried to make sure a J. Cruz from the radio station, not you, J. Cruz, but the J. Cruz from 97.9, DJ Smooth from 97.9, Cat Daddy from K104. We tried to make sure somebody was in the building of some sort of significance that could hear you, could offer some real advice from somebody up a level from what we were on, that everybody kind of respected because you on a different level, right? We tried to make sure somebody was in the building. Yeah. Just like any club promoter, we trying to make sure somebody is in the building so that everybody is getting something out of the event, okay?
And I call wind of that.
Real quick. So if you're not providing a significant listening ear, right, you need to think about the money, okay? You need to think about not only putting money in your pocket, but maybe the artist's pocket, J. Cruz, okay? All right, so you need to think about having a spot where you can come up with enough finance to not put your money in your pocket, pay the expenses that you incur, but also put a little something back into the artist's pocket. Me as a promoter, that's my mindset. Yeah. Everybody ain't like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
That sounds nice.
Artist to artist. Listen. That's why I said I'm gonna say something. Because artist to artist. A lot of these people say, let me tell you something. A promoter don't care nothing about your music. I can say it for all. They don't care. And that's a problem. But a lot of the promoters don't care about your music. They care about what's going on in the club.
So I'm a promoter, and
I'm a promoter, right?
Exactly. My pocket.
Now, the people who gonna care about your music, the MC, the other artists, because they want to see how you really sound. Oh, I can go behind him because I know what he did last week. They watch. Trust me, they do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So, and then another thing, there are gonna be some fans. They might not be your fans, but they can become your fans.
See, that's the whole point.
That's why I come.
You don't want people that already know you. You want people in the building that
don't know you,
never heard of you.
That's why I used to come. I didn't care about paying the 10 and 20. You know what I'm saying?
I've ever gotten out of it. And to kind of clarify what I'm saying, it's not so much give me the opportunity, put me on. Yeah. Right, it's the gatekeeping of the shit. It's the hey, how do I do this? Like it's gatekeeping. There's no other way.
I don't know.
What you said earlier was the prime example. Since Kundalini left, there has been no true gatekeeping, and the only one I would say would be close would be Spaceship Oasis. And he gave a lot of game to a lot of artists, and I believe he took up that slack what Coon did because Spaceship is a teacher. He loves to teach. I will give him all the credit for my elevation as an artist, as a businessman, because he advised me to step outside the box and lanes and think in other ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
would be that one for me in my era because when Cool was in, I wasn't an actual artist. I was running with J Peace. So I seen it from a different view. So when that happened, when I came, it was my turn. It was Spaceship was there in that space that was giving artists opportunity, and not only the opportunity, but just giving them game on how to do things. So
That's why
shout
I
out to people
take.
like them.
Hey
So
man,
when you
and I
go,
always take some of his
to these
advice for
other
real.
cities, when you go to these other cities and these other states, there are people like that still active.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That there's, I don't know, it's kind of a better situation. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you get a more of a push, more of a direction of what's going on.
So check it out.
I believe that demographic is
Hold
for
on.
me too. Is this? It's just like how it is for Dallas. Like people that ain't from Dallas, like y'all two.
So and that's what I was about to say.
Get opportunity from people like us. We open our arms. We
Yeah.
So when you go to another city, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? You go to another city and they say, "Shit, this is new. This is fresh." It's supposed to go like that because that's naturally how it's supposed. That's how you're supposed to connect with others. Yeah. We it's something that we can make it harder for our own, but people that ain't, we be like, "Hey, come on!" You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Me and Ricky was telling who was that? Ricky, we was going to some house joint, and the guy was saying something, man, like, yeah, Dallas niggas don't like that, and we was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because I even looked at him like, man, I don't get that feeling. It's not that. Me coming straight from California, bro, and they heard the slang, they heard this, and they started talking to me, bro. They was like, bro, we will hang with you before I hang with them because you know what, you're different. So when it's the same thing, that's why when I went to Houston, you see what I'm saying? It felt so good, dog.
That's why I had to check that at the door because I'm a Dallas nigga for sure. You can't say Dallas niggas be hating. Dallas niggas be hating on each other. I'm say that.
Yeah.
But for us to say a Dallas nigga hating on another nigga from man, we be all open arms, all that shit. Niggas do something different or play another position, but we be open arms to everybody that ain't from here. You feel me?
Real talk.
But Cruz, I do get that. Bro, trust me. If anybody get it, I'm telling you right now, bro. I definitely get it. I could pay a whole $20 and perform last, bro. I've seen people come in, get in for free, and perform like when the crowd's there. You feel what I'm saying? And show up late and don't even have their music sent already. I'm that guy that's gonna send my music before I even walk through the door, bro. He know I mix and master my stuff right in the car, bro. I'm gonna send it right. And I don't send no 3 separate songs. I send you an actual mix where you ain't even gotta stop, cut out nothing. I'm gonna send you a mix. And guess what? I still perform last, bro. I still be the one performing in front of 2 other artists.
See, you're the type of artist that you appreciate the other artists. You don't mind if you say you going to the show tonight. That's what you do.
Yeah.
A lot of people they say I'm going to perform and then I'm gonna leave. Because I got other shit to do. So you
I'm this guy. I'm this guy right here.
Hey, and I done done that. I done done that several times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. Almost every time.
Yeah.
I know what it is. It's like, hey man, he ain't a part of this.
Right? What you mean? You didn't do what? Like stay perform the left?
Hell yeah, because I gotta get back to my spot and run my spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See that alone. So that alone, right
after
there.
A while, I figured out
for other artists or for anybody that you keep going, they see that it's not gonna be the same reception. They gonna like the music. They gonna respect who you are. But at the same time, when it comes to the event and you getting certain this, that, and the other, that's not gonna play because all we know is you come, you leave.
Well, so for a whole year, I promise Ricky is my true living witness, bro. For a whole year performing, bro, I said I probably spent some money performing. And you know, one of the things I would do the most to perform this with my phone. I'm doing this. I'm at the, you know what I'm saying? And then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tap you on your hand, boom, 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 seeing your information. But guess what I got? I got you as a fan on my Facebook now.
Yep. Okay,
so you asking me for your footage.
Now, I do have to say this.
Yeah.
For the artists who do perform and leave, they don't owe they time or nothing to no other artists or to nothing. They pay
Exactly.
what they came to do what they so it's a respect
Yeah.
level there.
Yeah.
But they just got to see the whole circle of it.
Yeah.
You got to be a part of the community, and when you come perform and leave, you're not a part of the community. You know what I mean?
So having said that, J. Cruz, Rick, shout out to Little Quincy still chiming in as he asked, and we're gonna move on after this. We gotta move on. But real quick, Little Quincy poses a question. So does humble artists at the open mics win?
No.
That we never do.
You say win? No.
Do they win?
No.
Do the humble artists at the
No.
open mics
But
win?
sometimes the open mic makes the open mic.
We never win, big dog. We the ones who stay when it opens until it closes.
When I say win, listen. When I say win, I mean win in the facts of, because I've seen it, bro. It be the ones that come through with the unhumbleness, with the attack mode. You feel me? They come in and eventually you start seeing them walk in when they want to, perform when they want to, whatever. You see the guy that just go there, wait his turn, you'll see, and then he'll feel like, damn, I've been here the whole time. I didn't network, talk with everybody. And this man just walked in here, commanded the stage, commanded the mic.
Because Chemo, when he come in, we gonna put him on, right?
I mean,
when Chemo hit the when Chemo even played his own, he just it.
He will.
But he stayed from open to close, bro. He stayed from open to close. No cap.
He'll pull up to your event not expecting. He's gained so much respect with the DJ. They just gonna play his shit. And this nigga like me, if I got the mic, I'm gonna hand that motherfucker to
him.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother level. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother type shit. If you trying to build, you gotta have those aspect and more. And he just got that and more. But to other people, you're gonna have to work harder. And it's gonna be humble artists that's in there that's not really there for that. That's not really on that type of time. They just come in there, perform their song, be a part of the crowd, and go home. Only thing they hoping for it, don't know shit go on. You know what I'm saying?
So moving on, guys. Real talk, great combo, good shit. I think the city needed it, especially.
Hey, but I get you. I get it, bro.
Especially from us, right? So J. Cruz, we need to get into this video before we close out the show.
I'm ready to see this. I know we done played it, but I know we done played it. Shout out House Plug 2 G's, man. You already know Dallas City, Detroit. You get shit first.
Already. So we got into it. J. Cruz and I earlier were talking about the feature. We all got into it, the features. That's why I brought it up. We got Fat Pimp on the feature. And I think the video cuts off before we see Fat Pimp, but that's why you need to go
check the video out.
Check the video out.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
But I was saying how respected Fat Pimp was in the city.
Very much.
Speak on it.
Very much. Fat Pimp, I got his number in my phone right now. Fat Pimp is one of those artists that I feel like if I got something going on, if it's something popping, something new, or I just need to say what's up, I call him on the phone.
Because you had him on the show, right?
Several times.
At the studio.
Several times. You know what I'm saying? He came through, you know what I'm saying? And he came through for us on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's a humble, I ain't even say humble. He's a respectful guy that he commands his respect, but at the same time he give love and respect to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he's a very crafty guy. He's very smart. You feel me?
Yeah.
And big ups to Fat Pimp, man. He will always be a D-Town Triple D legend.
Indeed.
Forever.
Indeed. So before J. Cruz, you let us know how and why you what I want to know why Fat Pimp. Why did you decide to get Fat Pimp on the track?
That's a good feature, like you said.
That's a great feature. That's a great feature. But before you do that, I just want to say, coming off of the topic that we just left, J. Cruz in my opinion, I've always been a J. Cruz fan since the very first time I met him. It may have been that shouts out to Absolute. She was on the live earlier. May have been at one of Absolute's events or something like that, where we, you know,
I think
we
so.
kind of met each other, and I became a fan, right? And I said earlier, I've always admired your business acumen that you've always kept about yourself in as an artist.
Yeah.
Because J. Cruz came to the studio and was always searching for what do you think about this? Do you know how, you know, he was always trying to make that shit click. You know what I'm saying? And so I told him earlier, well, you've always kind of been on it. You've always been kind of on what you need to do, in the features is big. I'm big on the features. That's how you grow your fan base. You tapping into somebody else's fan base grows your fan base, right?
Right.
So J. Cruz has done his work in the city. I can vouch for this dude. He's done the open mics. He's been to the shows. He supported us. He did DFW raps. You know what I'm saying? He's always done what he needed to do to try to get his work out there. So kudos, salute, sir.
Sorry,
you know, I can't say enough about
for real. Salute.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
For real, bro.
Support this brother. So with that having been said, he got Fat Pimp, one of the most respected rappers underground, bar none, in Dallas. How did that come about? Talk to us. Set up the video.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I'm a fan of Fat Pimp's music. You know, he just it just made sense. You know what I mean? I just felt like it would make sense, you know, and hit him up, you know what I mean? Everything was everything. I want to say he sent it back like the same day, you know what I mean? It might have been the next day, but it was real quick. You know, it wasn't he came and did the video. He was on time for the video. He was prompt, very professional, you know what I mean? Like, for my first feature, because that was the first time I paid somebody for a feature. It was the best experience I could probably have. You know, sometimes you get a feature from a cat and you know they want the money to do the video, and if you don't do the video on time, they want you to pay them again to do the video. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like that. You know, it was everything I expected it to be, and even after the song was done, you know, he threw me alley-oops like gave me the contact to get with Say Cheese, you know, World Star, even to the point of me and him having a conversation what makes sense as far as what platform to put the song on. You know, and I just appreciated that feedback, you know, because most cats, once they give you that feature, man, they gone. They gone.
They out here.
So yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. And I got another one with Puka Leroy.
Oh, that's one of my favorites right there, my G.
Hey, man.
Hey, you know that song Red Do?
Red Do?
By Puka Leroy?
No, I ain't heard that.
Hey, go when we get off this motherfucker, go listen to that. That just brought me through my whole little vibe that I just went through. DAVILLI know, you know what I'm saying?
It might sound cliche, man, but it was rap for me. Get up out the streets, hop in the booth, and rap your
ass off.
I felt like the nigga was talking to me. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, check it out. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all before. I know you try to get to join in. Yo, when he had that challenge out, bro, I did his challenge and I sent it to him. You know what he did? Man, that man got me like 2,000 views off that joke. He was like, hey, I know he called me old school. He think I'm an OG, boy. I'm 41. You know what I'm saying?
And
shout out to Leroy.
The majority of those artists that's on that DFW cipher, those are all the artists that was at the open mics.
Yeah.
Those are all the artists that was at the open mics. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's like, why not?
That's for real.
You know.
That's for real.
Already. So go ahead and shout out to Lil Quincy. He said tap in J. Cruz. Yeah, Lil Quincy, I can kind of see you and J. Cruz
Yeah, for real.
joint together.
I can definitely see that.
I can kind of see that. So J.
Man,
Cruz,
y'all tap in, bro, for real. Lil bro. Hey, Lil bro actually moving though.
Yeah, he is.
No, for real. like shout out Quincy. Lil Quincy got he got it. He's doing it the right way how it's supposed to be done.
And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about clicking up. I'm all about featuring. I'm all about tapping into your fan base, you tapping into my fan base. That would be it's not something that you could see coming, but that's what Dallas needs. Dallas,
we need a bunch of that. Yeah.
In my opinion, that's where you get that crab in the bucket notion, because we don't click up like that.
And we do. And it be people like me be fucking up, don't put the shit out.
I mean,
hey man, hey, say he know what's up. He know what's up. That's why he laughing.
And that's why
he know what's up.
I that's my whole thing. Is features. And I didn't put out the projects. I didn't did certain shit, but I got a bunch of shit in my phone. Man. I'm talking about legendary shit that I ain't even put out yet.
That's man.
You gotta release it. You gotta put that music out, man.
Tell him one more time, cause I don't think he can hear you back there.
You gotta put that music out.
Go ahead and set the video up, but let's get into the video. Bro.
All right. Well, this is J. Cruz featuring Fat Pimp, Rich Unk. That's the name of the song. You know what I mean? We got the gorgeous Lily in there. You know what I mean? Directed by Jeff Adair. So y'all check it out, man. YouTube 918 TV. You know what I mean? You can check out the whole video. Let's get it.
Thanks, man. Sit tight. We'll be right back.
I know you're gonna dig this. In the mix.
J. Cruz, I got you. Fed Bill. Started from the metal, we had nothing. Pop my shit. Now they finally got the money. Let's go. Rex and Glocks inside my go. Ain't no hustlers, no boy killers, nothing but zombies inside my go. I'm in traffic, don't you try me, I got that on me. Get out your feelings. I'm in traffic, don't you try me, I got that on me. If you got a question, who you with, that ain't no I ain't going back, jumped off the porch and ran up a sack. These niggas don't know shit about that. J. Cruz, I'm where the money at. 19 is my record label, they telling fairy tales, real fables. Bitch nigga, I do what I want. Y'all boys only do what y'all able. 9-6 Impala, I've been stacking up all my dollars. I'm a true scholar, nigga, just graduated from trapping college. And big facts, we just trap by the cul-de-sac. We have Lord Tab bars, Xanax, green lean, purple lean, granddaddy tree, yeah, nigga, all hot nigga, but these days I'm chillin'. In the burbs raising my chillin'. Well, on my way to $1 million. Nigga, tell me how you feelin'. But to keep it real, I don't give a fuck. Jumped off the porch and I ran it up. I can fit them all in this Tahoe truck, then hit the mile and spend all the bucks. Rich nigga, I dodged all the stuff. Street nigga, I know all the cuts. I was broke, they laughed at me. Now up, they all won't fuck.
Hold security!
Plug Love.
Yeah, man, we are back. More famous Dallas VIBEZ, Monday night edition of Dallas VIBEZ. Little Quincy say, man, yeah, man, this jamming for sure. Fire.
What's his Instagram?
Little Quincy on everything.
That's it.
Okay, bet. I'm finna check
Little Quincy
right
on
now.
everything. Little Quincy on everything.
For sure.
So before we get out of here, guys, DAVILLI, you can go first. Before you leave out with your plugs, your social media plugs and everything, please give us a final thought, whatever it is on your mind that you need to let everybody know before we get offline tonight. Go ahead. This is your time.
Man, y'all already know me. I only want to push y'all towards Christ's way. If it's up to you. It's called a choice. You see what I'm saying? But if you take anything from music, man, let's be able to lead this youth somewhere else in another direction. You ain't gotta make gospel like me. but let's lead them away from the guns, the alcohol, the drug. Let's just lead them away, bro. It's really destroying not only our community, but it's destroying our babies. You know what I'm saying? And we want to see them grow and graduate college. We want to see them live a longer, healthier life. I want to see them make it to 41. I have a 21-year-old in this house. I want them to see them my age when I'm 81. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if anything, man, just continue pushing your music as hard as you can without stressing. Stop worried about the next person. Shout out Paul. Paul just said this earlier. Stop worried about this person and worry about yourself. You see what I'm
All right.
saying? And Davillion 30. That's DAVILLION 30 on Instagram. Y'all get the government on Facebook, Derek Williams. Come and find me. I'm tapping into some more Bible studyings with if y'all into it, you know what I'm saying? And also on all platforms, Davilli the Chosen. That's DAVILLI the Chosen. Matter of fact, just type in DAVILLI and press search on Google. You feel me? And you're gonna find me.
Great stuff. So real fast.
That's what's up.
Little Quincy say, great message tonight. Derek Williams.
Sure, you already
In
know
case
it.
you're trying to catch up with Little Quincy, it is at Low Key Celebrity 20.
Yeah, that's his Instagram.
Okay.
I just followed him.
Yeah,
Yep.
check little bro out. So real quick before I let you put in your final thought, J. Cruz. Paul Beard on Instagram, Goon Side Pablo.
Good side. That's my dog there.
This
I
is
don't care.
another,
That's my
this is
dog
another
there.
feature, bro. He said your jam was fire. This is another feature.
Nah, for real.
No, for real. No, for real, bro. Tap in with Goon Side. I like Pablo.
Tap in with Paul Beard, Goon Side Pablo.
All
Tap
right.
in. That's a feature you definitely need to get as well, bro.
Yeah, that's the homie there, the little homie.
Yeah, that's
Like
definitely. Shouts out to Goon Side Pablo. He and I just put out 2 videos.
Yep.
Fire.
Fire. The last one today.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Is nasty. You know what I'm saying? Goon Side. I couldn't get the piano from across the street. It's a piano across the street, but we can't get it over here.
Yeah, I don't. He must not remember.
What you mean?
I know his people. We don't. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We gonna
That's the feature you definitely need to get as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm following you now, man. Hit me up,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, you definitely tap in with Goon Side, man.
Yeah.
I like to see y'all do something as well.
I
But
want to say
y'all voices, actually, y'all voices will sound good on the track together. I hear his voice in my head from the last song he just put out, bro. Y'all actually will sound good on the track together for real.
Yeah. Little Quincy and Goon Side, you definitely need to make that happen, bro. But anyway, shouts out to Goon Side Pablo. Had to get that plug in, man.
Goon Side.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
So Cruz, go ahead and leave us with your final thoughts and give us your social media plugs, man.
Oh man, social media at J Cruz Music on everything. My YouTube is at LO98CDS.
Hey, spell Cruz out so they'll know.
Oh yeah, J Cruz, JCREWS Music. On all social media. You know what I mean? I just like to say, you know, especially for artists, man, put your music out, release your music. You know, I'm going on my 4th mixtape, you know, and it was songs that I wasn't gonna release, but I'm getting the best reception out of them, you know, out of some of the music I done released. And some songs I look at and I'm like, damn, I can't believe.
Man,
you know what I mean?
man, I know it.
Put it out, man. Somebody's listening, somebody gonna feel it, somebody gonna relate to it. And I'd also like to reiterate on what DAVILLI was saying about the message we putting out here for the kids. I got 4 young boys, myself from 14 to 4.
Yeah.
You know? So it's I gotta watch what I say, you know, because they like my own personal fans. You know what I mean? So I even gotta watch what I say in my music. You know, so
you know how they gonna go to skate. Hey, my daddy a rapper, bro. I bet my daddy gotta rap your daddy.
Yeah, I just dealt with that last week at Field Day.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Say, speaking of putting out music, hey, Ricky, can you put some songs out? I know you in MC mode. That's what it is. We gotta get him out of MC mode and back to do it for Ricky mode.
Hey, do it for Ricky. I remember doing it for Ricky. Shit.
That's my album, man. I love doing it for Ricky.
Say, I'm gonna be
honest about features.
Say, I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I learned this from Kinfolk Jack, man. He worked the shit out of his project, man. He never gave up on that motherfucker. And that motherfucker ended up climbing to some things. So
you hear me?
I just felt good about the project I'm out. But I told Cam the other day, I got a couple more videos, and then we're gonna get to the new stuff, man. So I just believe in the project so much, man. I can't let up off of it right now, man. So I'm just working it, bro.
For real.
Cruz, go ahead and give everybody your plugs, man, so we can keep up with you and follow you.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, Instagram, Facebook, X, J Cruz Music, JCREWSMUSIC. You know what I mean? Go check me out on YouTube. I'm on all digital streaming platforms. Apple Music. Apple Music is doing real good right now for me. Rich off Bud. Me and Bud Beats got like 4 mixtapes. You know what I mean? He just been feeding me beats, man, for the past couple years, man. So, you know, Rich Off Bud series 1 through 4 is out right now. Yeah, man, y'all check me out. We got that song with Puka, Back to Dallas, coming soon.
Yeah, as soon as you get ready to release that, we need to have you back on the show, bro, so we can premiere that thing, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I do appreciate
y'all for having me too, man.
J Cruz, DAVILLI, anything
I
you
appreciate
got
y'all. Now I'm gonna
bro?
say to both of them, man. Like I say, J Cruz, I want to say thank you, bro, because like I say, I'm always never forget you because you was there at the beginning of our things. You know what I'm saying? So if any platform, you know, you need help on anything, let us know. DAVILLI, you already know. You fam, you already know. It don't even matter what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Shit, everything I got going, you got going. So it's just like that. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, you know, catch me out there, man. I'm still pushing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Radio Ricky, aka Ricky the Rapper, aka Do It For Ricky.
We still forgot MC Ricky. We're gonna have to
overwhelmed sometime by the love and response I get out there in the public, man. But I for sure is the gratitude is there, man. I appreciate each and every soul for taking any little bit of piece of what I've given and taking anything from it. You feel me? So thank y'all, man, for real.
So we're gonna let y'all get.
Shout out to my wife too, man. Shout out to my wife. I love you, baby.
Mine too.
With Yvette coming soon.
Appreciate you for sharing that sleep talk earlier today, Billy, too.
Man, you already know it, man. Shout out.
So I appreciate DAVILLI and J Cruz for joining us. Real talk, great show tonight, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Cam, where can they find you at, man? You know you're a celebrity out here too, man. Where can they find you at, man?
No, for real.
Sleek Media, okay, Sleek Media, everything. That's I do it for Sleek. I do it for us, man. Sleek is us. I can say Cam King, but I do it for Sleek because Sleek is us. It's just not me. You feel me? I do it for us. So Sleek Media. Sleek Media. Do it for us.
Radio, baby.
All right. So, but shouts out to y'all guys, man. Y'all have a lovely rest of y'all night, man.
Free D4.
Free D4.
Free. I talked to my brother Friday. He said, "What's up, everybody?" I was hoping he was able to call us. He said he had a late call, 8:30. I was hoping he'd call. But he said, "Shout out to everybody." He wanted to say, "Shout out to everybody out there, especially you, DAVILLI." He said he's proud of you, G.
Man, I got to talk to the dog, man. I got to talk to my dog that one day, man. It felt we was in Houston. Hey
Yeah,
man, it felt so good, bro, to him, and he really encouraged me. Man, from where he's at, he really encouraged me to go out there and do my thing. That's what made it vibe so even more better, man. For real.
Already. So we're gonna let y'all guys go before
Really.
one last bit of business. Jay Cruz, I'm gonna give Ricky your number because he needs to get tapped in with BC.
bet.
Already.
He need the marketing, and he already knows BC. He done already been in contact with him, but he needs to go on and get it. You know what I'm saying? I know you linked in with BC.
Okay.
So Cruz, I'm a pass your number to Rick, and y'all be in touch, and he'll get you going with that. All right, brother.
All right, cool. Appreciate that.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a lovely night, man.
Already.
Already.
So great show tonight. Before you and I get out of here, I gotta play one more joint. Miss Tiffany Evans dropped a new joint tonight. You know, I am a big supporter of Miss Tiffany Evans. If you don't know who she is, Google her. You know, Tiffany Evans she the only one out there making a lot of music for a very long time. Got a bunch of music for you to download and stream and enjoy. Real quick, she you remember god dang, what was that show back in the day? I can't remember the show she was on. She was on one of those singing shows from back in the day. The reboot of one of the singers. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, lovely voice, songbird. I support her. You should too. Here's Tiffany Evans. She just dropped. I gotta get it in. Here we go, and we're gonna close out the show. That's right.
I know you gonna.
Yeah, man, Dallas Files, the world famous Monday night edition of Dallas Files. That was again Tiffany Evans at BK. I think she is in Atlanta right about now doing a thing, but makes a bunch of lovely music. Has, like I said, for a very long time. What you think about that joint?
I like it. It had a nice vibe to it. It gave me a kind of 90s, early 2000s feel.
Yeah.
You know, it had some choreography to it.
Yeah.
You know, she's a very attractive young lady.
Yes, she is.
It gave, you know what I'm saying? It gave it a full circle.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Full-fledged artist.
Yeah, full-fledged artist is she, and has been for Star Search.
Okay.
Star Search. Remember Star Search?
Remember Star Search.
Okay, not the original Star Search, but you remember the reboot when Arsenio Hall did Star Search?
She was on there?
She won, I think.
Oh, she won.
She won on the reboot of Star Search.
That's what's up.
So legitimate talent, like I said, from the BK, been doing music for a very long time. If you know Dondria is signed to So Def.
Okay.
Dondria is from Dallas.
Yeah. I remember her.
Okay, so her and Dondria got a joint that they did like 2 years ago. It was like a R&B cipher. It was her, Dondria, and two R&B cats.
Okay.
Dope. Some of the dopest. I have to play it probably next week or something. Some of the dopest you will ever see. So go check her out. Tiffany Evans, man. House Plug, 2Gs, LLC. So we out. Anything else you got for us, everybody, before we get up out of here?
Man, just catch me Friday at Club Chabelle, man. We will be also before that. We'll be at Shea Trendy's All Black Affair over there at the Gas Chamber. Next Saturday, man, my daughter will be graduating, man. Whoa. So I will be a very proud papa. I can't believe it's real big, man.
Big.
You know.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Congratulations.
Like I said again, I'm very proud of her. She got a 4-year ride to UTA to practice and study nursing of baby delivery.
That is awesome, bro. You don't have to pay for school.
Nah, just the knickknacks around it.
I mean, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
She did all the work.
She did everything, bro. I'm very proud of it. So now I'm trying to figure out graduation gift. And not now. I've been thinking about
got
it.
any ideas?
Well, what she asked me for, I'm not opposed to it. Let's just say that one.
Yeah. It may happen if it can go down, right?
You know, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit more on it.
Right.
What she really wants.
But the negotiations are underway.
I don't even want to negotiate. I just want to say hell to the no. But
she earned it.
She earned it.
So it's difficult to say no.
Just say hell to the no. I gotta at least think about it.
You gotta at least try to see if you can.
I was trying to like see if I can outdo it, but
you ain't no outdoing her what she wants.
Whoa, right?
Yeah.
That ain't no thing. So.
Well, good luck to that one, brother.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to ask you next week how that go.
Yeah, ask me next week, next Monday. Y'all will know.
Yeah. We out, man. House Plug, 2Gs, LLC, Detroit, Dallas to Detroit, Detroit to Dallas. Yeah, it's for real. We serious about this.
Dallas vibes. You already know.
The Dallas vibes, House Plug. We serious about this, man. In case you didn't know, man, we ain't going nowhere.
I'm finna go holler at Willie B, man. We got some music.
You got some music to go.
Yeah, I didn't got me a Willie B banger. I ain't
life of an artist.
Let's get it.
It never stops.
Yeah, so let's go.
Chuck D, fight the power. Shouts out to Griff, Professor Griff.
Professor Griff.
I still chime in to
that's a deep brother.
Older statesmen in hip hop to see where their modes are, and believe it or not, I still carry the utmost respect for our older brothers, uncles, brothers, older brothers in the hip hop game, because I do consider myself a hip hop aficionado. You know what I'm saying? And so what they say, what they feel means a lot. And you had a couple of brothers today on Professor Griff's podcast who were standing in their spirit, man. They were standing in their glory and of who they are. And I've always said it's not up to anybody else other than those pioneers of hip hop to give us who are looking for the guidance that is needed from y'all in by way of speaking your truth and saying what you believe, how hip hop should go. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One shouts out KRS-One and all of the older statesmen in hip hop who still to this very day are very passionate about hip hop and the state of hip hop and where it needs to be and how it is and this, that, and other. And believe it or not, people do actually listen to y'all and care and try to carry on the torch. Hip hop torch, like everything hip hop stands for. So salute to you, brothers. If it needs to be said, yeah, you are still much respected, and what you say still carries a lot of weight with some of us. So keep doing what you do.
Keep going, man.
Chuck D, I don't know what to say about it. The revolution won't be stopped. As long as you got people who believe in a cause and are adamant about pushing that cause and seeing that cause through, it don't matter who put it on or who don't put it on. You always got an underground. You always gonna have a movement. And as long as you got people, a collective, that's gonna push that movement,
it's gonna always be there.
It's gonna always be. The revolution can't be stopped. You know the movie Terminator. You had JC, John Connors, Jesus Christ, however you want to see it, esoterically or just in the real movies. You always gonna have an underground movement that's gonna stand up for what's right, for what's always been right. And it don't matter who controls the industry and who does what with the industry. The real is real. And the real is always gonna be. It is what it is. Universe is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
That's what's up.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop that. And without that, Dallas Vibes, we see you next week, bro.
Next week.
Hey.
It's a vibe. 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 It's a vibe.